Hello and welcome to Wallybois. I want to talk a little bit more about angle grinders and things that you ought to watch out for if you're buying a second-hand, a used angle grinder, alright? Because these things get abused. They just do, they're getting dropped on the floor and they just get bashed about, you know. And this old Black & Decker here, that ain't worth a lot. Yeah, but you could buy one of them, you know, you should pick up a tenner, you know, if it's in working condition. But it'll still need some TLC. You'll need to remove the gearbox if it's old, okay? Just four screws, just one across here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a video on my Tinker's Lab channel. Remove the gearbox assembly, clean out the grease, repack it with some high-speed grease, or just some universal lithium grease or something like that. Whatever you do, it's going to be better than it was, because the grease in there is likely to have gone hard and compacted back from the actual places it needs the grease. You'll soon know, because it'll be really noisy. You know, as soon as you put the grease in, everything tightens up. Yeah, it fills all the little gaps up, alright, and lubricates your tool. And you've got to lube your tool, you know. The other things you might want to watch out for when you're buying yourself a new angle grinder is the girth of the body. You know, I mentioned that in the previous video. And that's where this Bosch GWS 125 comes in. It's a narrow back body tool. It still has the brushes, which are mounted inside here, and if you want to check the brushes, it's quite easy to do because they're external, just like they are on this Wolf one. This one here, the Black & Decker, you have to remove the screw at the back, and this whole assembly here, this cover, just slides off, and you're able to see the state of the brushes. If the seller's going to let you do that, though, you see. But these, this is the sort of, I know this is messy, I've already had this off. I thought I'd just show you. You know, these are easy fixes, easy things to do, but can you see the state of that in there? You see there's a fan in here, and it draws the air through to cool the motor, and obviously taking dust with it. So you do need to, before you're doing serious work with these tools, is get rid of the dust and wear a mask, obviously. Shavings in there. Inspect the brushes, make sure they're intact if you've got an opportunity to do that. And these are, I know these are in good order because I've been using it. Then whack it back on there and double check the other side as well. See, all that muck and gunge will jam up the brushes and they'll stick in their little holders, and you'll be getting a lot of sparks. And yeah, from the tool itself. That needs to be tapped down there. There, that stands flush. And then do the same on the other side because there's two brushes, because there's effectively two circuits. You have a positive and a negative, don't you, to create the magnetic field. This is going to be the same. This is quite, you put that screwdriver in there and that lifts it off. Exactly the same. As you can see, that is in a bit of a state in there as well. So you want to remove, oh my god, state of it. Inspect the brushes, make sure that they've got some meat left on them. They are replaceable, so it's quite easy to replace, so, but don't be too stressed about it. Yeah, sometimes you'll see if there's a spring there, and that spring's broken, you're going to get some sparks as you're using it. And it could be just as simple as that spring is broken. It might not even be that the brushes are worn. I've already had, oh, they just blew the cover on the floor. Bear with me, let me just go grab the cover. We'll screw that back into place. There you go. Oh, that went in nice and neatly. Also look at the commutator as well, because that'll be the little brass thing that looks like those stripes. If that is really badly damaged, there's a problem with the brushes, and I wouldn't bother with it if it's that bad, you know. Unless it's really cheap. Get some life out, get some use out of it, then you'll be okay again. Right, this one will need the gearbox doing soon, where it needs to be re-greased soon, because it's been well used. The other thing is you've got an airline, you get a lot, because that fan, it draws all that dust through it. Watch this. Little nooks and crannies. But you know, it is. The air. So there you go. They're just my little recommendations. If you are going to find yourself a second-hand or used angle grinder, making sure everything obviously is intact, that the cable's not broken. But you know, they're just these easy fixes. But they all, you know, you want to knock them down, don't you? You know, you want to get it cheaper. They might even give it to you. All right. And quite often you'll find tools that just skip, and all it is the cable's broken, or the switch has got gummed up. It's something simple like that. Or it needs new brushes, and then they chuck the flipping thing. Or it's a drill and the chuck's buggered. You know, these are all cheap things you can do, and you can accrue quite a lot of tools that way if you want, or you can repair them and sell them on. You know, the other thing you want to watch out for is this spindle lock, and your spindle lock should lock in nicely and positively, okay, and not slip out. Unlike this one here, which is badly worn, it doesn't really work properly. You can't. It's very. It's easy for it to actually come out again. So I put more pressure on there, and it comes out really easily. And I've had this apart. I know what it's worn, badly worn. So anyway, they're my little recommendations. Obviously, make sure everything is intact. Make sure you've got the right voltage for your country, and yeah, you know. It really all depends what you're going to use it for as well, doesn't it? You know, if you're going to use it to, you know, exfoliate, well then, you know, you're going to use it once, aren't you? Anyway, toodaloo, don't forget to boot the old like button. And what kind of angle grinder do you use? And what do you use for sanding in your workshop that's fast and rapid? Toodaloo.